Many years ago, I purchased a small book titled Great Thoughts of Great Americans. Part one of that book is entitled The Making of a Nation, 1620 to 1815, and contains within it many of the thoughts of Thomas Jefferson. This book is a treasure of great thoughts of many of the greatest Americans we have read about in our history books. I believe Thomas Jefferson, without question, was one of the most intellectually gifted Americans of all time and one of history's greatest wordsmiths. Thomas Jefferson was born in 1743 and died when he was 83 years old at 55 minutes past noon on July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years to the day after the Declaration of Independence. It is quite possible that he, more than any other single American, influenced the lives and thoughts of more Americans than any other individual ever will. He was one of the most gifted Americans, an agronomist, an inventor, an author, a diplomat, an educator, and a scholar. He was the architect of both the buildings and the curriculum of the University of Virginia, which he founded. Thomas Jefferson held public offices as the governor of Virginia, Secretary of State under George Washington, Vice President under John Adams, and was the third president of the United States. On the day Thomas Jefferson died, his friend William Short wrote this about him. He sang constantly, "In my old age now, I turn over the myriad accounts of him which are stacked on my table, reminiscences of his friends, enemies, and comrades, and I never see it mentioned anywhere, but sing he did. Snatches hummed, or more often actually sung, in that soft, reedy voice. He sang while he rode. He sang when he wrote, and he never stopped writing. He sang Italian songs most often, and French ones. Nothing could have been more serene in effect, or truer to the impression of cheerful imperturbability which he always gave his friends and his enemies." 57 years ago, on April 13th, 1943, in the midst of World War II, Randall Thompson's The Testament of Freedom was first presented on Founders Day at the University of Virginia to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of Thomas Jefferson. This evening, it is a great honor for me to join the Texas Wind Symphony and the Arlington Choral Society, the Denton Bach Choir, the Schola Cantorum, and the Texas Boys Choir in this presentation of Randall Thompson's A Testament of Freedom. All of the words to be sung tonight are words which were written by Thomas Jefferson. In 1774, 2 years before writing the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson wrote these words in a summary view of the rights of British America. "The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. The hand of force may destroy, but cannot disjoin them.